I want that. I drove back to Bethlehem with 20 kilos of that.
Oh gosh.
Dumped it into the kitchen as a guys, we're cooking with this. Beetroot hummus doesn't exist. Avocado hummus doesn't exist. Chocolate hummus doesn't exist.
Welcome to a bonus episode of Nourished by Spinneys, where we promise to inspire you to eat well and live well. I'm Tiffany Eslick.
And I'm Devina Devecha. Tiff, so last week we listened to your conversation with Chef Fadi Kattan, and you spoke to him on the sidelines of the Emirates Literature Festival, and you also got to try his food the next day at a banquet. Tell us more. How was it?
So it was a beautiful evening. My best friend Rani had actually booked it for me as a birthday present.
Okay.
So we had the dinner with a bunch of my friends. It was one of those perfect Dubai nights. Like you could see the moon over the Burj Khalifa, like just the crescent moon. And there was wonderful music playing. And the audience was so, genuine. And there was just like a lovely vibe there. But yeah, let's hear from Fadi about the dishes.
So we're starting with kakel oats, so the sesame bread, an oven-baked egg, and some za'atar, and a bit of olive oil. That is paired with a very refreshing drink that has anise as a base. Then we're having a mutabbal of green fava beans. And why a mutabbal of green fava?
Yeah.
Because I am tired of people calling everything that has tahini in it hummus. Beetroot hummus doesn't exist. Avocado hummus doesn't exist. Chocolate hummus doesn't exist. I'm very happy for my friend Mo Amir, who made it into a moment in his series of being offered chocolate hummus and losing it. Actually, hummus, the real name of hummus is hummus mutabbal bil tahiniya, because mutabbal means seasoned.
Yes.
Just like mutabbal doesn't mean eggplants. It's betinjan mutabbal bil tahiniya. So in London, I serve red lentil mutabbal. In Toronto, I serve a green fava bean mutabbal. And that's the one we're doing tomorrow here with a bit of a take on it. We're serving a purslane dip.
Oh, good.
We're doing a sayadiyat samak with a bit of a twist to it. Then we're doing roasted lamb and frika. And then we did a collaboration with a local gelato producer. We're doing... So in London, I serve a za'atar ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
In Toronto, I serve a sage ice cream.
Okay.
Tomorrow, you're getting both of them.
Oh, cool.
And crumbles of ghreiba.
What is that?
Ghreiba is the larger, I was going to say Arab, because it's not only Palestinian, butter cookie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's like a traditional, again, that's a flavor from childhood, but we're crumbling it because ghreiba, it's a bit like when you bite into it, it always crumbles. And it's the biggest challenge when you're invited to somebody's home.
Yeah.
And they have these delicious gheibas and you look like a mess. So tomorrow I'm making your life easier. I'm crumbling it for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're not going to put it all over the table. Part of the salads, we have a dakka khazawiya, which is a tomato, dill, chili salad. So it's a bit of journey into different Palestinian flavors.
Okay.
All of those have been paired with drinks designed by Anna Patrovic, who's the sommelier I work with. One of the drinks has Dead Sea salt that we carried from Palestine with us.
Yeah.
There is one Palestinian sea salt producer that managed to stay. They're the only Palestinians that are on the sea side of the Dead Sea. And again, how products are... The first time I met him, it was on his location, and he was talking to me about the different salts they have. And behind him, there was a mountain of raw salt. And I stopped listening to him. And he realized, and he looks at me, he's like, you don't care about what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I want that. He said, but I don't sell that. I was like, I want that. I drove back to Bethlehem with 20 kilos of that.
Oh, gosh.
Dumped it into the kitchen as a guys, we're cooking with this. Since then, he packages it. That's the only salt I use in all restaurants I work in. It is the most amazing salt. And so we got a few bags. Some of it is going into the drink. Some of it is going into the food. We have two other breads. We have a za'atar bread, and we have a Palestinian kmaj. So kmaj is called pita, but actually in Palestine it's kmaj. And again, that's regional.
Yeah.
I sometimes tell some Palestinians kmaj, they look at me like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, well, it's khubaz, and khubaz is bread in Arabic. So, but some people will call it khubaz, some people call it kmaj.
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting tomorrow.
Okay, great. Oh my gosh.
I hope you'll enjoy it.
I definitely will. Just sitting here thinking about it. Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
What I found really interesting from that chat was also about how it's not just about the main ingredients, the big hits, but it's also about things like salt from a specific region that can really add so much to the dishes that are being created.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. That salt actually was used throughout a number of the dishes.
Okay.
But there was a beautiful drink that Anna, the sommelier, had put together, which had kind of like bitter orange and then this salt that you had to really shake up, and it was a citrusy, salty but very like refreshing drink. I loved the spicy Gaza salad, the lamb. It was, oh my gosh, it was beautiful, like melt in your mouth lamb. Purslane, there was a purslane salad, like a dip, and I find that it's a very interesting herb to work with. So it was nice to have that, and I think a lot of people around the table hadn't tried it before, which was good. The breads were delicious, and I'm on this like high protein, like low carb diet, so the breads were excellent. And I thought it all worked so beautifully.
Was there dessert?
Yes, there was. So Ahmed from Canvas Gelato had worked with Fadi on a thyme ice cream.
Ooh.
And they'd used like those Palestinian cookies and crumbled them on top.
Ooh, very nice.
I hope that he makes this like something that's available all year round, because it was delicious.